Hello and welcome back to Surly Thames. Now, last night I sat through a film. I've had this in my collection for probably about 4 years. Snagged it for $1 at a sale and just figured, fuck it, I'll go ahead and pick it up. Looks like it's okay. And low budget, it seemed. Movie's called Gabriel. Came out in 2007 and it starred Andy Whitfield as Gabriel, the lead from Spartacus, the TV show from Starz. That's a few years before he passed on and was replaced. And also as Jade, or her angel name would be Amatiel, Samantha Noble played the part. She just happens to be the daughter of John Noble of Fringe and Lord of the Rings, and Dwayne Stevenson as Samuel. Now this had a budget of $200,000 and made just below $1,500,000. And the writer-director, Shane Abbess, this was a passion project of his, and he worked a job as building laborer, a removalist. He worked at a call center and was a dock worker to fund the film. And about midway through production, he had to go back to work to try and fund the rest of the film. And luckily, one of his previous employers funded the rest of the movie for him, so he could actually go back to doing the work. Just shows how much passion went into this project. And I was astounded at the details that went into making this film. The character Jade, or Amatiel, according to mythology, Amatiel was a angel of truth, as was Gabriel and Michael. These angels voiced their opposition to God's plan to create mankind. Kind of makes this film ironic. The premise of the story is God sends angels down about so many, I think once every cycle. Now, as to cycles, I'm not quite sure exactly the amount of time involved in a cycle, but God would send a angel down to purgatory. Yes, purgatory. To bring light to them. It was basically their heavenly rewards, I believe. So Gabriel's basically the final angel that's able to be sent down because I guess he's out of archangels. And just like the angels, the fallen angels were sent as well. Interestingly, they had Moloch actually was there too, who was a Canaanitish god, the god of fire, to whom children were sacrificed. I believe it was Solomon that built a temple to Moloch. This movie astonished me. I couldn't believe it was as good as it was. And I gained a great deal of respect for Shane Abbess, the writer-director of the film, for as much time and money as he put into this project. It kind of interested me midway through as I started to break down the mythology behind it, because actually that's one thing that I'm actually very interested in is theology. And I was really shocked. This was a great film. Now, the writing I gave a 1 because it was phenomenal. The acting I gave a 0.5 because some of the cast members just weren't hitting on point. There was a lot of struggle, it seemed, but they did well. The directing I gave a 1 because, I mean, there was just no doubt about it. The man put his heart and soul into this, and it showed. Now, the production I gave a 0.5. There were some things that just seemed a little off. A lot of the sets were a little bit odd. It fit the mood of the movie, but there just seemed to be some things that seemed to be a little off that could have been done a little better. Now, my opinion of it, a 1 without question. If I allowed for a bonus, I would. This thing just rose to the occasion. It went above and beyond the Call of Duty. You get a chance. That came out in 2007, like I said. Gabriel was the name of the movie. It's worth a watch. Absolutely worth a watch, and it was definitely worth the $1 that I paid for it. But thanks again for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Goodbye.